Welcome back to High Stakes. Today, we will be discussing the following MLB matches that is happening on Wednesday, August 16, 2023. We will be providing our team, total and prop picks for the day. Before we get started, please remember to subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of our videos. If you want access to our premium picks, you can check out our Patreon page. You can find the link to our Patreon page in the description and comments section below. Oakland Athletics vs St. Louis Cardinals. Take St. Louis with the run line. And here is why. With their loss in the series open, the Athletics had dropped 4 in a row. They had gone 3-10 over their 13 games prior to Tuesday night. Over those 13 games, they scored 2 runs or less on 8 occasions. They were hitting just .222 as a team through 119 games, the worst team batting average in the game, and they had scored 425 runs, also last overall. There are no players on the team with 100 hits, and Esteury Ruiz leads the way with 90, 69 of them singles. He has just 4 hits and a .154 average over 8 games played in August. Out of the 15 victories that St. Louis has secured since the All-Star break, an impressive 14 of them have been achieved with a margin of at least 2 runs. This trend continued in their recent series opening triumph on Monday. Looking at the performance surrounding Liberators' last 6 starts, the Cardinals have managed to score an average of 5.7 runs per game. Notably, in the 5 instances where the team emerged victorious with Liberator as the starter, 4 of those wins were secured with a lead of at least 2 runs. Examining the past 15 days, the Cardinals' offensive prowess has been evident, with a batting average of .267 and a remarkable 55 RBIs. In contrast, Oakland's batting average during the same timeframe was .214, and they managed to score only 38 runs. This stark comparison illustrates the Cardinals' offensive superiority over this period. For our total pick, take the under. And here is why. The Cardinals were 4-1 over a 5-game stretch after taking Monday's series opener. They scored a total of 31 runs in those 5 games, with no less than 5 runs in any of them. They've now scored 558 runs over 119 games, 11th most overall, and their 1,050 hits rank 7th overall. The 166 home runs they've hit were the 6th most in the game. Nolan Arenado and Nolan Gorman are tied for the team lead with 24 home runs. Arenado also leads the club with 82 RBI, the 5th most in the NL. The Cardinals' third baseman had hit safely in 10 straight games prior to going hitless in the series opener against Oakland. This is a big total, especially given the efforts of Liberator in his last outing. You'd have to think that if he could completely dominate the Rays lineup, that he could do the same with the Athletics. Oakland's offense is clearly the worst in the game, and their ability to score is incredibly unreliable. The Cardinals' offense has been doing just fine of late, but they aren't torching scoreboards by any means. The under is 5-3 in the Cards' last 8 games and 4-3 in the A's' last 7. Boston Red Sox vs Washington Nationals. Take the Nationals with the money line. And here is why. Boston finished their homestand strong, winning 4 of their last 5 games and taking 2 of 3 from the Detroit Tigers, 53-65 Sioux, 3rd in AL Central, over the weekend. Their pitching staff took it up a notch, allowing 3 runs or less in 5 of their last 7 games. They are currently 11 games back of the Baltimore Orioles in the AL East, but are only 3 games behind the Toronto Blue Jays, 66-54 Sioux, for the last wild card spot. When facing left-handed pitchers this season, the Nationals have showcased their hitting prowess with a notable .278 batting average and a strong .436 slugging percentage. Conversely, their performance dips when up against right-handed pitchers, as they manage only a .248 batting average and a .384 slugging percentage. Noteworthy outfielders Lane Thomas, .353 batting average, .619 slugging percentage, and Victor Robles, .364 batting average, have been particularly impressive against left-handed pitchers in the current year. The Nationals have demonstrated their home field advantage by winning their last 4 series at Nationals Park, a streak that includes an impressive 3-game sweep of the San Francisco Giants and the A's. This momentum has propelled them to secure 4 consecutive victories on their home turf. In contrast, the Red Sox have struggled away from Fenway Park in 2023, winning less than half of their games on the road. Their recent 5-game performance on the road has been lackluster, with a meager .216 batting average and a .363 slugging percentage. Looking at the pitching side, the Nationals staff has displayed their capability by achieving a 4-1 record, along with a solid 3.80 ERA and a 1.02 WHIP in their last 5 home games. On the other hand, Paxton's previous 2 starts on the road have resulted in an ERA exceeding 7, and the Red Sox have suffered losses in his last 3 road starts. Taking these statistics into account, it becomes apparent that the Nationals hold a strong advantage for Wednesday evening's matchup against the Red Sox at home. For our total pick, take the under. And here is why. The Nationals have gone under the run total in each of Gore's last 4 starts. The Red Sox have gone under in 5 straight games overall, and Paxton's previous 3 starts as well. The Nationals have pushed or gone under in 4 of their last 6 games. Gore has been excellent at home recently, limiting his opponents to an average of only 1.46 runs and 5.84 hits per 9 innings in his last 3 starts. The Red Sox pitching staff is ranked 12th in the league in team ERA away from their home stadium. The Nationals rank toward the bottom of the league in average runs scored per game at home and are also ranked in the bottom half of the league in home slugging percentage, so the odds they score quickly in bunches against Boston's staff are low. Boston scores almost a full run less per game on average on the road than at home in 2023. Most signs point to a lower scoring affair in Washington on Wednesday. Philadelphia Phillies vs Toronto Blue Jays. Take the Toronto Blue Jays to pick up the win in this game. And here is why. The Philadelphia Phillies have been doing well at the plate as they are tied with the Cincinnati Reds for 10th in MLB with a .745 team ops while scoring 4.62 runs per game. The Phillies have been hitting pretty well on the road as a team as they have a slash line of .250, .317, .410 while averaging 4.43 runs in their 61 road games. First baseman Alec Boehm has been doing a good job at the plate as he has a .771 ops with 12 homers, 74 RBIs, and 4 stolen bases on 5 attempts. Aaron Nola has been doing a good job this season when looking at his baseball saving page as he is in the 94th percentile in chase rate, 88th percentile in walk percentage, 68th percentile in hard hit percentage, and 64th percentile in strikeout percentage. Nola has a 5-pitch arsenal: curveball, fastball, sinker, changeup, cutter, and his curveball has been getting hit too much as it has a .216 batting average, but 10 home runs allowed thus far. He faced the Blue Jays on May 9th and picked up the win as he threw 6 innings and gave up 2 runs on 5 hits with 2 walks and 6 strikeouts. Comparing the performances of these 2 pitchers in their most recent 7 starts reveals a noticeable contrast. Aaron Nola has achieved a record of 2-3 with a 4.43 ERA and a 1.20 whip, covering a span of 42.2 innings. Conversely, Kevin Gausman holds a record of 2-3, showcasing a more favorable 2.90 ERA and a 1.09 whip, spanning 40.1 innings during the same timeframe. Analyzing the bullpen performance throughout the entire season, there is a subtle discrepancy. The Phillies hold the 9th position in the league, boasting a reliever ERA of 3.78. In contrast, the Blue Jays have secured the 4th spot with an impressive bullpen ERA of 3.53 up to the current point in the season. For our total pick, take over 8.5 runs, as these are 2 of the top offensive teams. And here is why. Kevin Gausman has been pitching incredibly well, according to his baseball saving page, as he is in the 95th percentile in strikeout percentage, 88th percentile in chase rate, 85th percentile in walk percentage, and 71st percentile in whiff percentage. He has 5 different pitches: fastball, splitter, slider, sweeper, changeup, and his splitter has been his best pitch as hitters have a .208 batting average with 103 strikeouts. Gausman faced the Phillies back on May 10th and did not factor into the decision as he went 6 shutout innings and allowed 3 hits with 0 walks and 9 strikeouts. These offenses in the last 14 games have shown the ability to score well, as Philadelphia is averaging 5.71 runs per game, while Toronto is scoring 4.21 runs per game. When looking at the home-road split so far this season, these starters have shown the ability to give up a handful of runs themselves. Aaron Nola is 5.5 with a 5.15 ERA and a .253 batting average against in 14 road games, while Kevin Gausman is 3.2 with a 2.71 ERA and a .230 opposing batting average in 11 starts.